Well, just got done with OTech, and holy crap, it was kind of a roller coaster. The session I went to on Tuesday, I was kind of disappointed with. I don't know, like I know a pretty good amount about Google, and not to sound, cocky or anything, but when I go to an advanced session on Google, it's usually not what I would consider to be advanced tactics, and usually there's not a lot of new things for me, so it was just kind of a bummer. So I was hoping to get I did go to 2-3 days of Google Boot Camp and Google Summit, so I guess that's really my own fault. And then Wednesday was okay. It was like normal conference. I think ed camps have really just spoiled me, and again, kind of kicking myself that they had a little ed camp type thing, unconference going on. I didn't spend very much time over there, so I should have, but whatever. Today, last day, incredible. Went to see a teacher in my district, Sonia. Why is this guy going 35 on the highway? Doesn't even have a donut on his car. He's killing me. He's killing me, children. Oh, we're gonna have to edit this video. Oh yeah, so I saw Sonia present on some of the tactics she's using to help collect more data, but also give kids accountability with her flipped classroom. She's using Educanon, and found another one, Edpuzzle, and both those look really cool. I sort of played around with Educanon a little bit. Right now what I do with my flipped lectures is they watch them at home and they have to answer focus questions that I've written. So it'd be really cool to sort of put those into where they go in the video. Only it takes way longer to click through the Educanon than it does to just type questions into Microsoft Word, then copy paste them in the description of the video. So I'm going to see if I can find a way to sort of streamline that process. Maybe just doing it all on a more powerful machine would be the answer. But so that was kind of cool. But the one, really, for me, made the entire conference worth it. The final session today, oh my God. It was really jargony, and the guy's a PhD, so that makes sense. It was using multimodal differentiated instruction to make learning more playful, or something crazy, and non-linear was thrown in there somewhere. Just really, it sounded like it could have been a paper, and he's probably actually doing research on it and gonna write a paper because he's got a PhD and that's what he does. But just dropping some talk about edu-hippie revolutions, it was awesome. May have actually convinced me to kind of drop the flip, or maybe integrate it more of an in-flip into the situation that he's got, which is it's constructivist, but it's also portfolio-based learning. And the kids' grades are basically just, are you working on these assignments? And they get an A if they wow them with their portfolio. And he basically breaks down everything into different categories. And so he taught social studies and would do really crazy, instead of now we're going to learn this period of history, and then we're going to learn the founding fathers, and then we're going to learn the Civil War, and then we're going to maybe get to 1960, give up, and you'll repeat the whole timeline again. He broke it down into themes, and basically around the question of, what do professionals in this field do? Because historians, they look at events in history, they write books about them, and they talk about their importance. And so he broke it down into major themes of, these things are important. One was the theme of exploration. And so they learn about a whole bunch of different periods of time, but basically he had it broken down into 14 two-week units, and they'd go through the 2-week unit, but by the time they were done with the 14 units, they would have gone through the entirety of U.S. history 14 times. And what was really cool that I liked, and something that I really want to try and hopefully push into our park stuff, is instead of just having a main theme and everyone sort of goes with it, he actually had assignments that would count in different classes. So scientists do exploration, so he had science assignments that would count for the science class too. But he wrote it all down on a big sheet, and it was more about leveling up a character and getting experience points. It took me a long time to realize that the experience points, they don't matter. It's just like a bragging rights. But how they get their grade is by working progressively and then having product to show at the end. And they work through the units in order to, get all the points. They have to meet the deadlines for having a portfolio ready for that unit. So he sort of breaks it down and has this very nice like grid-like approach of different key concepts, and then has the kids sort of fill in some of the blanks, so it's like good kid ownership. But some of the stuff that I really liked was just the emphasis on like allowing kids the choice. And this was one of the things that a lot of different presenters talked about, allowing the kids the choice and the control to show how they know the material. But what this last guy, Dr. Dickers, what he was really going for was he doesn't give them a whole lot of like, this is what you need to do do a good job. You just, you go through. And his whole point was, if you go into the career, there's not a rubric for that. You just get, okay, you need to do a good job in your field. You need to figure out what doing a good job means in your field. And just said, there's like two things that really got me thinking, like, I just need to completely scratch everything I do educationally and completely rewire it. And it's going to take some real mind bending to get it around teaching science. But the two things that he said that really stuck out with me was gamification, because that's what the experience points is, using games. But he kind of compared that to chocolate covered broccoli. Yeah, it makes it a little better, but it's still not the awesome that people want it to be. But he basically said any kind of gamification or differentiation or mastery-based anything really only gets implemented after a teacher's made a conscious choice not to just teach the particulars of the content area, but to teach a kid's life, to teach them like this. These are the things that are important for you as like a person. These are things that are important for us as a society. And really, there's a lot of that in science, like the problem-solving skills, the understanding of how like engineering and technology, how things actually work is huge. And that's something that I'm not really getting to my students because I get so bogged down in the particulars. And the other thing, I don't know if I can fully go this way, just he said for his social studies class, he gave up on testing because he couldn't write a single test question that he cared about the answer to. He doesn't want the kids to just know what happened. He wants them to know why it mattered and why it's important. And a lot of it is, especially in social studies, themes that we see again today. But I don't know, like that hooked me, and I was like, all right, forget testing. It's out. Been wasting my time with this crap for years. My kids always pass the OGTs. Like my bio kids, it's like a minor like inconvenience for them. And my life science kids were really got me thinking, because a lot of them, their graduation from high school depends on their ability to pass this test. And like a lot of ways I see tests I give in classes practice, getting them trained and prepared and familiar with a standardized test format that I think they don't get in a lot of classes. So I don't know, I'm going to have to chew on that one a little bit more before I can completely abandon the idea of testing. But it was really kind of a cool idea. Two other teachers, Garth and Mike with Teachers for Tomorrow, they dropped some stuff out about basically like similar idea of portfolio, but they took it to like a digital learning farm and giving the kids an authentic audience, like posting things to the web. So they're not just putting it out for the class, but they're putting it out for an audience. So it's actually something that they should care about and something that could have meaning. And so I think I can find some way to blend those two ideas together, just to make class like something that should be awesome. Because I think learning should be fun, and especially learning science should be fun. Or what's the point? Because science is awesome. So yeah, a lot of things to chew on there. The internet. So there's my basic emotional dump of how awesome that last session was, and how the OETC conference definitely, as far as a conference, best conference I've ever gone to. They've got the dates up, I think it's like 16th through 18th of February for 2016. Wherever I end up, definitely definitely coming back down if I can at all work that out. So yeah, thanks for watching. What do you guys think? Tests? No, get rid of tests. That sounds awesome. I don't know, what ideas you guys have. How can I hijack the fun and awesomeness of science instead of just, well, now we're gonna learn about cells, so you can understand cell transport, so you can understand metabolism, so you can understand why your food is mitochondria. Yeah. Yep, there it was. Conference is awesome. I'm driving home. Haven't had dinner yet, so I should just stop talking before this turns into literally the longest vlog ever that no one will ever watch. Thanks for watching, everybody on the internet, and I'll see you next time when I get to more of your vlog things that you said I should vlog about.